This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports here, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Hey, what's up, Sports to the Bone family? Welcome back to another video. Hope everybody is doing okay. Big up on yourself. Alright, my viewers and subscribers. So, once again, I am here to break down another press conference. And it's not a winning press conference. It's one of those press conferences that you will get after the West Indies would have lost another game. The only difference this time around is that Nicholas Pooran is the man giving the comments or doing the interview because, as they say, Captain Karen Pollard was injured, so Nicholas Pooran had to fill in. Now, there were some interesting questions raised, and Pooran, he handled himself well. He didn't do too badly at all. And I thought that in terms of his captaincy, it wasn't too bad. We ended up losing the game. Some man might say, if he was captain in the game better, then we would have won. But in terms of the way in which he rotated his bowlers, how he set the field, based on what I saw when I was watching the game, I didn't necessarily have an issue with that. Maybe he got one and two things wrong, but generally speaking, I was impressed with how he performed as a captain on the day. Now, he was asked about the pace bowlers, Odin Smith, Kemar Roach, Joseph, and Hola. And he was saying that they were very impressive. The seam bowling was very impressive. They went back after the first game. They did their research, they did their work, and they came back and they did pretty well. Let me tell you, my viewers and subscribers, to bowl out, to get India for 230 odd in a 50 over game, you would have done well as a bowling unit. It is just now for your batsmen to go out there and back you up. That is what I think. Usually when you're going up against a strong Indian side or Australia, a side that you expect to really beat you, you're looking that those teams will get close to 300. So if you get them for 238 within 50 overs, that is very good. You understand? And before I go any further, the next thing that I must bring across is that once again, West Indies were unable to bat out 50 overs. If it was the case that we batted all 50 overs and didn't get the score, then I could understand. But, it was really terrible. Now, Pooran was talking and, he said that, as I said, the bowlers, they bowled well. They were able to maintain a good line and a good length throughout majority of their spell, right? He said that the faults that they had on the first day, he could clearly see them trying not to make those same mistakes, and that is exactly why they were able to get India for under 250. Let me tell you guys, getting India for under 250, that is very, very good, very, very impressive. You understand? He was also asked why is it that the team is struggling to put runs on the board, and he was saying that it's very hard to tell, it's very difficult to tell why the batting is struggling. You understand? And he's saying that the team, you have players there that probably didn't put the game situation in front of their personal knock, as in they didn't put what you could call it the best interest of the team first. They went out there and they did their own thing. I don't really agree that they didn't put that they were having an issue putting the team forward. I think they understood the situation. They just couldn't help themselves. They just could not manage. That is how I would put it. I mean, I'm no captain, I'm no international cricketer, but I think that is it. The guys, they just can't compose themselves. It's not that they are saying, all right, this is what I want. I want my 50, I want my 100. Even though the team want me to bat long. So I'm going to get my 50, I'm going to get my 100 and get out. I don't think anybody is thinking that. It's just that the guys are not able to really stand up and bat. That is how I see it. It might sound away, but that is how I see it. You understand? He also said that he thought that Dew would have played a factor, seeing as how it played a factor in the first game. So they were reading it that the Dew would have came in, but it didn't happen. And seeing that India batted first and the West Indies went into bat, after the fact that the Dew didn't come in, mean the Indian bowlers, the spinners especially, were able to use the conditions to their advantage, and they were able to get the better of us. So that is what Mr. Pooran was saying. Now, he was also asked specifically about Odin Smith, and the fact that Odin Smith is actually doing so well as a bowler and doing so well as a batsman. He was saying that it's very good to see that he is sticking to the plan in terms of his bowling the line and the length that the team requires. He's also expressing himself with the bat. And Nicholas Pooran was saying that when it comes on to him going out there and batting, it's very good to see, him making something for himself. And, he's looking for him to get some more experience, because with experience, he will be able to push on. Because at the end of the day, my viewers and subscribers, everybody want to play for the West Indies team. Everybody want to get a good career there. But the fact of the matter is that there are different leagues around the world. We're talking about IPL, CPL, that once you're hitting the ball as cleanly as Odin Smith is doing, you are definitely going to be picking up a package at some point in time. So Nicholas Pooran was saying that, he's doing very well for himself. And, he was also alluding to the fact that, Odin Smith is definitely coming along, because bowling in the high 140s, it's not easy to face as a batsman. And the fact that he's, improving on his control just goes to show that he's definitely getting to the level that they would want him to be. Now, he was asked about his captaincy, to rate his captaincy. And I made mention of this a little earlier, because when I was watching the game, it looked to me as if he was handling himself. He was managing himself. Right? Remember that series against Australia? I was actually one of them that was saying, Bravo was really captain in the team. But out there in that game there, even though I lost the game, I have some amount of rating for Nicholas Pooran, because, as I said, I thought that he really rotated his bowlers well. He really read the game situation well. How he went out there and how his guys batted, he wasn't really good. But in terms of the game in itself, he didn't do too badly as a captain. And this is not me propsing up the man or the team because they did not win. But it is what it is. Now, he gave a perfect answer when he was asked about his captaincy. He said that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. The ultimate goal was for the team to win, and they were not able to pull off the victory. So, it doesn't really matter whether or not he was doing a thing as it relates to getting the bowlers in the on the right time and so forth. He was also asked, going into the final game, what are the things that they think they need to do to improve. And as usual, saying that we need to win the key battles. We need to go out there. Each player need to put their hand up, because if the hand is not up, simply means that you're going to have one or two people trying to do something, and then the rest just don't work out. So yeah, that is basically how the press conference, the post-match interview went, my viewers and subscribers. Nicholas Pooran sitting in for Kieran Pollard. I see under the comment section where a couple of persons saying that nothing is wrong with him. It's just him not wanting to go there and not perform, or he's aware that he's not performing well, so he just gave somebody else, Odin Smith, the go, or gave another player the go and allow Nicholas Pooran to captain it. I don't really see Pollard making that bold step or making that move. You understand? Not playing. If the captain, if the coach said that, boy, Skip, you're really not giving us anything much, we're going to have to try and see if we get another pace bowler in, or try to get a batsman that is in form. They're not going to say they drop him. They're probably going to say, all right, we're resting him because of injury. Whatever the case is, we did not win, and that is a big problem. That is definitely a big problem. So going into the final game, I think the final game will be played on Friday. We definitely need to make sure that we go out there and stand out, put our hands up, and get the job done. We definitely need to get the job done, because at the rate that we are going, we're just sliding, we're moonwalking. You understand? And the guys that are performing, they need to continue giving the guys game. So Alzari Joseph is doing his thing, they need to continue with him. We don't want to see him just disappear for no reason. You understand? So yeah, that is basically it for this one, my viewers and subscribers. So we're going to leave it right there for now. Zane, big up on yourself. I'm out.